Hi, I'm Katie Moonstone. Welcome back. This is your weekly energy reading update from July 26th until August 2nd. This week, there is something that you need to finish. And as I just said that, the very thing just popped into your head. That is exactly what it is you need to do, is to finish that very thing. It could be some sort of project or goal. But whatever it is, whatever popped into your head, do it. In the worldly news, in the next 5 years, we are going to start witnessing a different kind of leadership that is coming through and rising up. And that literally starts today. God is literally has designed certain people to come together from all around the world to make a difference. And these leaders are going to confront the industries and belief systems that was normalizing and hitting, and these people are going to be healing issues like poverty, hunger, genocide, broken school systems, the healthcare systems, and systems that profit off of human pain. Many of the people God will be using has been hidden in plain sight. They were stripped, humbled, redefined, refined in places no one else knows about. They are going to start now, and they are coming out of the dark. Some of you are not here just to build a profitable business. You are here to help a different type of world. And everything you are walking through right now is preparing for you to carry your part of it and in it. God has placed you something in your heart, and it's a burden you are going to feel, and you're going to have to answer the call to. And this feeling or burden is to help. You're basically carrying it for the good of humanity. So there are these God-conscious leaders who are going to find one another, and we are going to support one another, and we're going to collaborate and work that actually serves the people for their highest good. It is time for unity and to find each other, and that rise begins now. I know that just even my personal experience, even by just me saying this, just in my personal experience this week, and actually in the last year, I've turned 3 business companies over to the Michigan State Labor and Wages, and it's about to be a 4th one here soon. So many people that say, oh, chosen ones can't be working in corporations, 9-to-5ers. That's actually not true. Many of us got taken out of those, refined, and then put back into the matrix simply just to disrupt the matrix. The elites, let's say, whatever name or label you want to use. I currently work for a corporation, and I know I just made some major changes in this week. And then I also work for a healthcare system, and I'm actually making changes in that, mainly towards, I get usually placed under leaders who like to abuse and not pay people, and lately I've been standing up for that. It's been weird, and I'm not really sure where it's actually going or what the bigger picture of or the purpose is. All I know is there's been a few times where I'm like, I gotta say something. I said it, and right now I'm being like, here, I'll give you what you want, but just keep it quiet. Hey, we made a boo-boo, but just keep it quiet. Keep your mouth shut. All right, we'll see where it is weird, but like my son said to me, remember, trust the process. It's the journey. He likes to use my words against me, so. Mercury retrograde is officially over, but right now we are still in its shadow period. So it did end a few days ago. I think it was on the 26th, the same day that Saturn went retrograde. Yes, you might have felt like, oh, thank God, but then at the same time, we're still in its shadow period, so that energy of the Mercury retrograde still lingers on for the next 3 weeks. So be careful. Things are going to loosen up. Communication will start getting better. Just take what you learned from it and move forward. With that being said, this week is going to be quite unusual because we're actually stepping into a week that the sun opposes 3 different types of moons. The sun also opposes Pluto, then Neptune, and then Uranus. So this quest asks for perfection. So fine-tuning on everything around your finances, stability, career, home, but it also comes with power struggles. But these power struggles are going to come from other people. So try to be creative to get through the week. Wednesday, we have a full moon in Aquarius, and it shines on Jupiter. So this makes it a very lucky day to gamble if you are so much into gambling. It also makes it a lucky day to seek enlightenment and make a plan to go after what it is you truly want. The Zen proverb for this week is, before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. For those who know. Saturn retrograde is going to hit 4 signs very hard, which are Aries, Capricorn, Pisces, and Aquarius, which will hit your emotional foundations. You're going to learn karmic lessons and you're definitely going to be growing. This is actually going to force you to grow, and it's also going to hit feelings of your neglect. Basically, Saturn is holding you accountable for the things that you did going back to 2007. So my biggest advice is learn your lessons, cleanse your hands and soul, because the next 4.5 months of this is either it's like Saturn is going to force people to grow up, to grow. They're cutting off ties, and it ends on December 10th. So Saturn retrograde, for the rest of us, this is going to slow your projects and your goals down. So it's going to be a reality check on leadership. Saturn helps people grow up through discipline and work. It follows a clock. Also hits governments, banks, and corporations. So expect a change in that. Saturn rewards by authority and authenticity. So no more fake stuff. Saturn is also ending toxic relationships, codependency, emotional debts. It's time to pay those up. And if you've carried something for a very long time, it's time to get rid of that. Like emotion, like some people have been carrying like an emotional debt that actually isn't yours. And if you have been carrying that, Saturn's saying, okay, drop it, no more. The bonds that are built on one-sidedness, or people sacrificing boundaries just to keep the peace, no more. Bonds built on guilt, trauma, shame, and fear, all gone. Things that were built on other people's tears, gone and demolished. So this is so that people can finally step into your higher sovereign self-respect, and embrace the balanced, high vibrational soul unions and ties that you truly deserve. Why? Because this is God's plan. It's not your mama's, it's not your daddy's, your aunties, or your neighbor next door, or your friend, or the person down the street, whoever it is that you chill with. It's not their plan. It's God's, the universe. So there is a bigger picture here, and you're being asked to pay attention, especially those 4 signs that I just mentioned. Pay attention, pay your debts, wash your hands, cleanse your soul. Just remember, everyone wears a mask. Some hide kindness, some hide cruelty, some hide fear. The world isn't broken. It's that people pretend that it isn't. The loudest smiles carry the quietest pain, And the strongest people aren't the ones who never fail or fall. They're the ones who never stop pretending that they never did. Not every battle deserves your anger. Some deserve your silence and your absence. And in the end, the greatest freedom isn't changing the world. It's refusing to let the world change you, who are you truly. Refusing to let the world change who you truly are. I had a hard time getting that out. I noticed when I started this reading, I had a hard time starting it. So somebody might not want you to say something. I already felt that before I started. Somebody definitely is trying to silence me, and I know the reason why. I have several people. I have companies trying to silence me right now. Don't worry, I'm not going to use this is for something else. You can still love and care for someone, and yet you can still decide that their behavior no longer belongs in your life. And that's what the biggest lesson in the next 4.5 months will be. I know I've already went through this. I've already decided, you know what, these people's behavior, it's not my burden to carry. And I don't want it in my life. When people don't realize, like, you know, my cutoff game, how strong it truly is. Some people think, oh, she's loving and kind, so she's naive. No, I do that for a reason. I actually just told someone at work, and someone just said to me recently, oh, you're smarter than you let people believe. Yeah, many people believe, oh, because I'm nice and I'm loving and kind, that I'm stupid and naive. That's the wolf in sheep's clothing, right? People will hurt an angel just to protect a demon or their demons. Just remember, God, if I was placed in your life, or if someone, or if you're, you know, I'm thinking of you because you're watching me. So, hey, God needed you. God needed people like us so that these people could experience you, because he needed them to know that God, the universe, the Most High, that it's all real. So what does he do? I'm going to bring you this person. She looks nice, loving, and kind. Oh, I can take advantage of her. Okay, go ahead. Because by hurting me, you're not hurting just me, you're hurting God. Right? We've already talked about that in my several readings back. Remember, there is life and death in the power of the tongue this week. This is going to be, now that Mercury has gone retrograde, the full moon is in Aquarius. It's still an air sign. Even though Aquarius is all about breaking the rules and becoming a rebel, it's still an air sign. So remember, there is life and death in the power of your tongue. Speak life, not defeat. Be kind to yourself. Speak loving and kind things about yourself. Proverbs 18:21 states, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit. Remember that this week. Especially when things start going badly. So like Saturn's basically going, the next 4.5 months, even though I mentioned those 4 signs, it hits all of us. It's already started hitting me. And it hit me with my car, with car problems. First it was my battery. You know, the moment, oh, I think I'm getting ahead. Guess what? Oh, your car, the engine check light came on. You know, they're little things to make you believe that you're falling behind. Because let's say, like for instance, me, I put a goal out there. Because I spoke it into existence, guess what? You know, the evil, the other powers, the unforeseen world, you know, the evil eyes that get thrown your way, they hear it, right? That's why they say, move in silence, keep your goals private. When you speak something out into existence, the universe tests you. Okay, you want that bad enough? Let's see how bad you truly want it. So, life will be life sometimes. And this week, you know, actually today's Sunday, so last week, it kind of did for me. And I didn't let myself get down on it because I was just like, okay, that happened. All right, that's 2. Guess what? Something good is coming my way. because usually when like 3 bad things happen, so I've already gotten 2. I'm waiting for the one more. So something's good coming my way. That's the way I always look at it. So speak life, not defeat. Because there is life and death in the power of your tongue. And for those who love it, will eat its fruit. We are only put into 2 categories. And it says that in the Bible. You either operate in love or you're operating in hate. You operate in love or greed. Love or anger. We live in a world of duality. Good, bad, masculine, feminine. What he says unto one, he says unto all. So which category do you operate in? That is the question of the week. If you keep yourself pure, you will be a special utensil for honorable use. Your life will be clean, and you will be ready for the Most High to use you. That's what these retrogrades are all about. Saturn's coming in. Saturn's breaking toxic ties. Cleansing, when these planets go retrograde, it gives us a chance to cleanse ourselves, to look in the mirror, to change something about ourselves so that we can grow and move forward as a better version of ourselves, and now we're stepping into like an era, because we're in a time of transition. Do you operate in love or greed? Love or anger? Light or dark? Are you selfish? Which one are you? And Saturn's going to make sure you do know the answer to that. Okay? So ask yourself this. God loves you, but does he see you as expensive or cheap? Clean or raggedy? Ask God. You can ask them this, you can ask them personally. You don't need me. You don't need to go to church. You don't need anybody. All you got to do is just sit with yourself and ask God, Jesus, the universe, whoever it is that you believe in, some higher power out there, and ask. And you can just say, hey, I want you to clean me up so that you can walk beside me, so that I can be used for your will. Because at the end of the day, God's will be done, right? And that is what this exact planetary alignment is asking for. It's asking for us, it's preparation for us, it's refining, because the new world is here. We are in transition into it. Change is inevitable. And there is only going to be right now 2 sides, 2 categories: love, hate, light, dark. The healers are going to step into power now. The light is literally exposing the dark. Are you pure or are you dirty? Are you aware or are you ignorant? Can you see or are you blind? Deep down, you know the answer. So if this has triggered you in any way, you still have time. If I triggered something in you just now, that means you still have time. You do know, hey, I'm not. Maybe you're sitting on the fence, and that's okay. We've all done wrong things. Nobody is perfect. Moses was never perfect, Deep down, but at the moment, choose wisely, because he will not know you when that time comes. You made a vow, honor the vow. All of us have signed contracts before we came down to Earth. Earth is literally a school. We're here to learn, we're here to grow. The problem is most of us forget what we're doing down here. And then we get attached. You get attached to your moms, your dads, your kids, and at the end of the day, our kids are not ours to keep. We have to let them go. We get them for a very short time, and then we have to let them out into the wilderness. If they come back, we help them out, but you got to let them go again. We all made a vow, and God will honor He will honor the vows that we made with him, as long as you honor yours first. So honor the vow, your soul contract, and you already know what it is because you feel it inside of you. So honor it, then he will honor you. And until then, you get nothing. This week, something is going to trigger you. And if you respond by rising above it in a divinely way, or in a higher self way, or in a lovingly way, you will be rewarded immediately and leveled up. You'll know that you're being ascended basically by the energy you're receiving. Many of us are going to start receiving a higher frequency of energy. I know when I was laying out in the sun, my teeth were vibrating. That's a symptom. If you respond by your lower self, your shadow self, being defensive, immature, then the test says you are not ready, and you are going to repeat that same damn cycle until you close it out and respond from your heart. That's how you know. Are you in the light or are you in the dark? Are you clean or are you pure? If you're clean, guess what? You're only going to level up. If you're raggedy, guess what? You better go learn that, because there's something that you didn't catch. Trust me, when it comes to Saturn retrograde, it doesn't get any clearer. Everyone will get this test. So respond wisely, because it's time. You only get so many chances before God has no chance or no choice but to skip over you and give it to someone else, because his will be done. And what I mean by that is, many of us were in soul contracts. Many of us were guided to walk away from certain types of people because, yes, they were meant to be happily ever after with us. You know, maybe it was a marriage, maybe it was a friendship. But the problem was, you ascended, that person descended. So guess what? That person has a second chance right now to wash his hands, his or hers, wash their hands, clean their soul. And if not, guess what? Even though the two of you had a soul contract, let's say you have a higher calling, your purpose, you're still going to finish out what you were meant to do. But instead of doing it with that person, he's going to skip over that person and send you someone else, because there was a purpose. And if that person couldn't understand it or get it or grow or get past whatever demon that they had over them, call it tough love, but you do get, it's a missed opportunity. So my biggest advice right now and during this week is surrender. Learn to live in the power of now, because Saturn's going to slow everything down. I know I had goals and plans, and I literally just in the last 3 days had to realize, okay, like my son told me, because my son's actually been staying with me for the last few weeks, and he's, so he's gotten to see everything that I do and why I do and the way things that I do or whatever the case may be. We got to bond, and I'm helping him heal. And one of the biggest things that we're talking about is the power of now. Just sitting in the power of now. When you, before hard times came upon me, and I went through some really hard times, I read this book. And when I read this book, The Power of Now, that is literally how I got through every challenge that ever came across my path. It's like, okay, all these bad things are happening. I want to go there. But you get kind of pulled back or stopped, delayed in a sense. Is it truly a delay, or is it just the journey? So stop. Live in the power of now. Okay, I'm not there yet, but I'm okay where I'm at. I'm grateful because I had the money to do this, and this. I get to relax. Surrender. Use this retrograde to cleanse, grow, and let go, so that you can commit to your soul contract or your vow, because God's will be done. There are only two categories. Which one are you? Which one are you? Anyways, to help you get through this week, you can literally invite divine guidance to you this week. You could do it any time. Basically, you would need, and I was told, I wrote these, there's 5 things you can do. But one of them is give your spirit guides permission to help you in any or every area of your life. And all you got to do is ask them. I give you permission. I give you, just look up. Hey, you don't even have to look up. You can just be like, I give my spirit guides permission this week. I need you to help me in this situation. I need you to help me today. I need you to walk with me today. I do that a lot. Especially if I have a bad feeling. That's another thing. Because people are going to go through their karma, you might pick up on their anxiety. It's not yours. You're picking up on it because they're in a troubled, let's say they're going through troubled waters. So you might pick up on that, especially if you're an empath. You need to leave them alone. Let them go through those. Let them swim alone because they need to grow. And some of them aren't going to. They're going to just keep looping. And the reason why you can feel that is because they're trying to pull on your energy. They're hoping that you would save them. And literally all they need to do is actually probably be forthright and forthcoming and be honest and open. But most of them are all hiding things, so I wouldn't even worry about it. Anyways, protect your energy. You can literally just tell the divine or the Most High. You can say, hey, I need you to clear my energy of all negativity that surrounds me, and I need you to cover me with protective light. And when you do that, this is so powerful. When I first got into spirituality and I started using this, I literally watched people fall away from me. So when you say that, there are going to be people that no longer want to talk to you. They literally fall away from you. You can also say, I need you to remove every hidden block and limiting belief that is holding me back from my highest timeline. This is when things will start to flow naturally. You can also ask and say, hey, show me the miracles that is already surrounding me and help me notice the beauty in every moment of today. Basically, what your mind focuses on, that's what's going to expand. So not only when you speak, let's say you speak doubt, your mind is always going to show you, well, you're a loser. Okay, you're downing yourself. Yeah, because you're a loser. Look at all the bad things look at all the things that you did. But if you say, hey, show me the beauty of today, show me the miracles that already surround me. Show me my blessings. And all of a sudden, you're going to start seeing everything around you that is a blessing because what you focus on expands. So if you focus on your blessings, it expands. That's why I always tell people, I don't need love, I am love. Why? Because I radiate it. And whatever I radiated, what I seek always seeks me. These are affirmations that I affirm on a daily. You can also affirm this and say, lead me to the path that fulfills my purpose and helps me reach my highest potential. And when you do this actually places trust and faith, because then you can also say, show me my path. And they will, they'll show you, you need to go down this way. Not only did they show me my path, they showed me the outcomes, of, hey, if you go down this path, here's what's going to happen. You go down this one, here's what's going to happen. So ask and you shall receive. They will show you. And I'm even still learning things. Seek and you should find the truth. I literally have a book coming to me, and I think it'll be here Monday or Tuesday, and I can't wait. I've been wanting to get my hands on this book for a really long time. There's actually 2 books, but I bought this other one first because I'm not a huge reader, but something has been going on, and I'm like, ooh, I definitely need to read this because I just feel called to it right now at the moment. Anyways, also this week, 4 signs are going to get a Hail Mary this week. Now, a Hail Mary in football only works because every player, before it's played, everyone has to be placed exactly where they need to be for a successful Hail Mary, right? So 4 signs Um, and the 4 signs are Gemini, Sagittarius, Cancers, and Virgos. Heavy on the Gemini and Virgo placements. You will be getting a Hail Mary this week. Listen, when I say a Hail Mary, again, in football, it's almost like people were placed there very strategically so that you can have a successful Hail Mary, okay? Football season's coming up, so I might throw in some funny little tidbits like that. Libras and Tauruses, expect clarity in a small little breakthrough. For everyone, delays will work in favorable ways. Consider this week the final chapter of preparation. The full moon on Wednesday may give you a wish, but it will come with a cost. For many of you, it could be, hey, if you want this, you're going to have to leave this. If you want this, you might have to walk away from something that's always been comforting to you. These are going to be life-changing things. So this week also will put the wrong reward in front of you. And the reason for this being is you are being tested this week, especially with Saturn in retrograde. Mercury's coming out of retrograde, and you still have Uranus in retrograde. And I think Pluto's also in retrograde. So you got a lot of planets still retrograding. So these are where these tests begin, because basically we've been prepared for what's to come in 2027. And as of right now, yes, they're going to put the wrong reward in front of you because they want to see, are you going to take it? Okay, you want to change. Are you still leading with greed? We're going to find out. They are literally going to show you what category you actually belong in. And that's what you're going to know. So basically this week you're getting held, a mirror is put right in your face. Who are you? Do you operate from love, or do you operate from greed? Are you selfish? If you don't know the answer to that, if you can't look at yourself and say, you know what, I am selfish and I need to fix that, then you're the reason, you're the problem of this world. Because the ones who are changing the world are the ones that change themselves first. So, you're about to find out which side you're on, light or dark. And this will tell you where you stand. Saturn is also breaking karmic ties, those, trauma bonds. And for those of you that are having a hard time letting go of those, let's say you actually do break that trauma bond, you will be rewarded and then leveled up immediately. So, and a lot of it has to do with you stepping into your sovereignty, you stepping into your authority. Now you can step into your authority and still not be in your ego. You're being humble. It's okay to break ties from people who just, only benefit off your pain. Let's just say that. But a mirror is going to be held up. Which side are you on? You're about to find out this week. And for some of you, it's going to hurt. Like, damn, I always thought I was on the right side of the right. And you're about to find out maybe you've been manipulated this whole time and you've been on the dark side the entire time. Some people are waking up to the monsters of their own, or realizing they're the monster. I don't like watching other people's karma, but I've been sort of watching it in the last few weeks, probably in the last few months. And I know people would be like, oh, that person hurt you so bad. Aren't you glad that you're watching their karma? No, I'm not. I feel bad for them. It's sad. But that's what happens when you try to build your life on other people's tears, or lies. It only gets you so far. Anyways, let's lighten the load a little bit. Let's get into some tarot. Let's get an advice card for the week, because actually this is going to be a good week, even though we are going to be presented with tests. At least you know that it's there and you're aware. And you know how to navigate through it. And this is why I do what I do. I actually had a person tell me, not actually at work the other day, what I do. Because I was like, do you think I do, am I boring? Should I change it up or should I just stop, or am I wasting my time? And this guy literally said to me, you are not wasting your time. There are a lot of people out here with mental illnesses. And I guess for some of the things that I say, it helps them. This person has autism, Asperger's, and a couple other things. And he's like, literally reading your books and like listening to you, and and he also works with me at work, and doing some of my meditations. He's like, you have no idea how much you're helping me. And I was like, okay, that's all I needed to know. Anyway, some of you are going to be asked to have patience this week. You're being asked to practice patience right now. It's not easy to do this, but you're strong, and there's a reason why things are not aligning in the way that you want them in the moment. Have patience. It will eventually work out. That one probably is for me. Because usually when I set a goal, I get really like focused and determined for that goal. And then when I get derailed a little bit, I'm always like, but then I got to remember, you know what? It's probably for the best because I'm not ready yet anyways. But like my son said, it is the journey. I need to enjoy the moment. And when I get in focus mode, I don't stop and enjoy the moment. So today is the day. It's time to begin a new journey. Some of you are going to begin a new journey. And most of you are going to be reviewing your responsibilities. Not all responsibilities are yours to hold on to. So you're going to be, have you been holding on to other people's responsibilities? Stop that. Beginning a new journey. I know that's what I'm going to do. Actually, I know I need to do some reviewing is what I need to do. I got to sit down with pen and paper and go through some stuff. Anyways, let's start with some tarot for this week. It's going to be a good week anyways, yes. Some of you are getting a new home. Maybe someone's moving in your home. I know that happened to me. New home and a new attitude. Ooh. Maybe because somebody is getting a new home and has a new attitude, things are on the up. Teardrops. This may cause someone else to have personal sorrow. Some of you might have dealings or relationship with a man. This man does have some personal sorrow or some personal issues. Could be in some sort of pain. At the end of the day, some of you are going to be getting compliments from an admirer. Some of you are going to be getting your flowers. A lot of you are going to be getting the respect that you deserve. It's been happening to me. Ever since I started choosing myself, other people have been choosing me. It's so bizarre. The more I started doing certain things, other people started doing it. People have been sticking up for me. That never happens. I'm like the black sheep. Nobody ever sticks up for me. Respect will be put on your name this week. Someone's getting their flowers. Maybe you might get celebrated. Also, someone's been watching you and looking at you from afar. They got their eyes on you. Just remember some of you might need to control your anger this week. Again, that goes back to what I said. Something is going to happen this week that will trigger you. How you respond is how you will be rewarded or not rewarded. Control your anger or you will be sorry. Can't make this up. Also, many of you need to learn how to accept valid criticism this week. Also, I'm getting something about like spilling the tea. Somebody wants to spill the tea. Someone's been gossiping maybe about you. Something about financial pinch. Maybe you'll get some tea on somebody that's in a financial pinch. At the end of the deck, chain of events that will affect your life. That begins now. When the planets go on retrograde, this is when major life changes start happening. Not only in our personal lives, but worldly as well. Moving forward, what else do we need to know this week as we move forward? Some of you definitely might get, some of you might be trying to protect yourselves. Defense mode, get out of that. Someone needs to protect themselves, maybe. While someone's sitting over here in trying to protect themselves and in defense mode, what they didn't see coming was a new beginning was going to happen regardless. Someone was too busy protecting themselves, whatever it was they were holding on to. Many of us are starting a new beginning or a new journey now. A journey where there's no more games, a journey of growth. The games have stopped. People are growing up. Saturn will literally force people to grow up and mature, literally, like overnight. It's kind of creepy and weird. Sometimes they have to do that, especially if, let's say, someone is meant to be on your path, and this person is literally trying. The universe will be like, okay, here, and then boom, it's like an overnight growth. It's kind of weird. I've seen it. It does happen. I'm not saying everyone gets to, go through that, but I have seen it happen. I call those things like life's little miracles. Someone's realizing they can't play games with a prophet, a psychic, a seer. Somebody might want a new beginning. The divine is also not allowing games at this time. There is divine intervention going on. And the divine has stepped in and said, look, games have stopped. We're changing this. Why? Because this person is by herself. She's the Nine of Pentacles. She's being divinely guided. She's divinely protected. She might be a seer. Maybe she's a high priestess. But at the end of the day, people are now realizing we can't fuck with her. And now some people are realizing, oh, I better protect myself. And some people are realizing, I need to start a new beginning with that person. Anyways, this person's by themselves, and the person that's around her is pissed off. So if you've been minding your own business, doing your own thing, you might have someone around you that's a little immature, probably pissed off because you ain't paying no mind. You're not feeding their ego. You're not chasing them. You don't even care because why? You're too busy tending to your garden. You're in the Nine of Pentacles. One more pentacle and you got your wish fulfillment. You'll be the Ten of Pentacles having it all. You're being divinely guided. At the same time, you got eyes watching you. This person's pissed off. Going towards a third party. Could be a lawyer, could be a counselor. Knight of Pentacles are typically slow-moving professionals, kind of like a doctor, an attorney. This third party might come towards you and be like, yo, at the end of the day, don't even fight with them. There's not going to be a fight. It's just this person's not getting their way, crying wolf. This person might come towards you. At the end of the day, you're not even fighting. It's not your fight. Why? It's a person who's not a regular king. Typically, they're control freaks, narcissists. At the end of the day, you're not fighting. You're not even actually paying any mind. You might actually get some money over this. I also feel like people are walking away from narcissists, control freaks, bad leaderships. Yeah, I'm getting like people are literally walking away because why? I'd rather be with someone that's in the upright position, not someone that's upside down, in it for themselves. Anyways, at the end of the day, there won't be a fight. So people might be looking at you, but they're not going to fight you. Nothing's going to come of it, in other words. So mind your own business, keep your garden. But the person's in his ego because, oh my God, excuse me, maybe this person needs to just get some rest. It's like too much energy. He lost something he couldn't get back from this person. And this person's not going to pay any mind anyways, not even going to fight. This person, you know, maybe if you are the Queen of Pentacles, you already lost something, so you're not going to fight. Maybe it could be time, money, or energy. Whatever it is, at the end of the day, it's at your back. It might just be going on behind your back. I don't see anything bad coming your way. But you're being asked to just, if you are the Queen of Pentacles or this Nine of Pentacles, just, you're going to see something very clearly. Obviously, it's going on behind your back. Just keep moving forward, because you ladies have a wish fulfillment coming in. Congratulations. You know what? You do have a wish fulfillment coming in. Now, the Pentacles usually typically mean earth signs, but it doesn't have to be. Maybe you're just a person focused on your stability, your money, your home. You like nature. You know, you got it going on. Just some things going on behind your back. Don't pay no mind, because just keep moving forward. You're walking into literally a wish fulfillment. So it's almost over. 9s. 9. You are being divinely guided. It was divinely orchestrated. All right, moving along. Someone might lose their job or quit their job. That would not be surprising during this time. Yeah. By quitting your job, losing a job, not putting work and effort into something, it kind of frees up your path. You're going to see something very clearly by doing that. And when you do that, all the secrets came out. That actually happened to me months back. I literally walked away from a job and the secrets all came out. I was the straw that broke the camel's back. So, secrets are all coming out. Darkness is coming to light. And help is arriving for those who are, let's say, greedy, holding on to the past, holding on to money. Someone's going to come in and try to help you so that you can let go. If not, you're going to be a pillar of salt, and you're going to keep repeating the same toxic and tiring cycle over and over. I don't understand why people are so scared to, why would somebody hold on to trauma and chaos? And I get it, it's like that's all they know, but I don't understand that, because no, that's a choice. It's so weird. I don't understand that. But somebody's gonna come in and help you go from this to this. Letting go. Getting out of lack and scarcity mindset, basically. That's doubt and fears, yeah. This person who's been holding on to his money in past isn't going to move forward, is going to lose every battle. You might even lose your house. Why? It's time to let go of your past and walk away from everything that no longer serves you. And someone is going to help you do that, help you release. All right, moving on. That's actually good. You're basically going to be forced to grow. Ooh. It is karma. You are going to repeat another cycle because you need to heal. It's going to force you to heal the things that you've been not looking at. I literally was trying to heal some stuff today because I had a conversation with God yesterday. And I was like, why do you have this, and this happening? And he said, listen, I need you to chill out. I need you to start talking nicely to yourself. And then I want you to just focus on healing you and your son. You guys are going to work together for the time being. And I need you to heal and help him. And the faster you do that, the faster I'll let you move forward. And he's like, okay. That made sense. This person that's been, oh my goodness, somebody really needs to get some sleep. They're not resting. So I feel like, well, there's a saying, no sleep for the wicked. So somebody is definitely in regret. They're not getting sleep. They're holding on to their past. They keep getting Lot's wife. Be careful or you'll turn into a pillar of salt. You're going to repeat another cycle. Why? Because you need to heal. And at the end of the day, after you heal, you will be able to have the 10 of Cups. It's a major wish fulfillment and it's emotional fulfillment. So whatever it is that you're holding on to, you're making yourself suffer. That's terrible. Also, you got people, because you are suffering, these people are benefiting off of your suffering and you're making them very happy. They like watching you suffer. They like watching you being in misery. And they benefit greatly off of your energy. Oh, that's so sad. That's why the universe is saying, yo, we need you to stop because you're feeding too many demons. And we need you to heal so that these people can start. The people that hurt you can't get their karma until you level up. Otherwise, they get to continue to feed off your energy. Yeah, see? The devil knows you're in your feelings. The devil this week is going to make sure you are in your feelings. If you're in a family toxic situation, they're going to keep you in your feelings because they benefit off your pain and suffering. Someone might have an addiction issue and the family knows about it, and they like putting you in your feelings to keep you in that addiction. Maybe they know you're a heavy drinker. Maybe maybe it's food, whatever it is. Anything can be an addiction. Too much of anything is an addiction. And they like you when you are in your feelings because it feeds the devil. And it keeps that family or that group of people very happy. It doesn't have to be a family. It could be a group of friends. But it keeps them happy because they're watching you basically destroy yourself, your life, your future. So while these people are doing it, you need to start soul searching. You need to dig deeper because there's a secret that is kind of being held from you. Why are the question comes in, why are these people wanting you to do this? And when you search, you will find the answer. And it's not because they love you. Because they don't. That's not love. By you doing the search and you seeking and finding truth, you will return back to companionship and financial stability. Yes, you do need to do some inner work. You already know this deep down. You are planning on reconciling with someone because you have an Ace of Cups. But you need to heal because you've been in a toxic family situation or a toxic situation or some sort of toxic bond or trauma bond. Once you heal and move away from that, because like I told my son, I can't heal you when you're in a toxic situation. You can't heal where you're getting poisoned or sick. You have to be removed from that in order to be able to heal. So once you do that, you already know, you will reconcile. You'll have the Ace of Cups. That's emotional fulfillment. That's love. You're pouring in your own cup again, pouring to yourself, and then you're going to return back to companionship and financial stability. But you got to walk away from those that are draining you. Because not only are they stealing from your energy, it's your time, your money, it's everything. And then you will be able to reconcile with someone that, maybe a soul tie. Maybe with yourself. I know I had to reconcile with myself. But it all starts with healing. Healing and being able to pour in your own cup. Because your cup has to be full so that you can pour into someone else's. You can't pour from an empty cup, right? Some of you might get a text message or an email. Why? Because someone wants to have a heartfelt conversation with you. It is a soul contract. Maybe it could be a marriage. The person is not calling. They only want to do it by text. This person needs to grow up. That's why it's the page in reverse. So it's the Page of Wands in reverse. This is somebody who would typically call you, but they're not. Maybe they're growing up. But if they're doing it in a text or email, hey, I want to get together because I need to have a heartfelt conversation. If it's like that, that's one thing. But if they're literally trying to text you because they want to give you that in a text, I do feel like this person now that says, hey, let's get together. I want to have a heartfelt conversation with you. It's a conversation that needs to be had. This person does love you. It's the Four of Wands. It's someone that is going to profess their love to you. And they do want to do it face to face. And when this person does, you're going to see the regret and remorse in them and the growth that they had to experience. You will see that in them. I'm not saying all people can change, but every now and then you get one lucky one that does. This person knew something wasn't fair, but also withheld something from you so that you did not have clarity. Or this person needs closure. At the end of the day, we have the Three of Pentacles working together. Someone planted seeds with you and you guys were meant to work together on something. And when you do, you'll be healing from, both of you will be healing from a broken heart. Oh, that kind of coincides with what I said last week. Someone might want to contact you to clear their name. It does come with bad news as well. And the person that tries to clear their name with the bad news might try to be a little overly aggressive as well. So be careful of that. If you are this King of Pentacles, you could be an earth sign, or you like nature, you're just chill. Maybe you're a business person. Someone is planning on coming in and telling you the truth. This is could be an air sign, doesn't have to be, but it's a spiritual warrior. So someone's coming to you and telling you some truth. Maybe this person is saying, yo, you need to travel and end this. Or maybe this person went through a spiritual awakening. At the end of the day, this person is going to be ending something with you. We have the death of the situation. I'm also getting someone could die. And you might have to travel. Oh, I see that happening. The truth that comes to you if you are this King of Pentacles, you might want to listen up because it has something it is very spiritual here. And you might have to travel to this Queen of Wands. Now, Queen of Wands could be a fire sign. It doesn't have to be someone young, sassy. If someone had to tell you who you are and what you did to them, that would be the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, people don't play. Neither do the Queen of Swords. They're truth speakers. But at the end of the day, this King of Swords has been watching you and they know like what you've been doing. Maybe you need to end something with a Queen of Wands, but this Queen of Wands does plan on putting matters into her own hands. Why? Because she knows she didn't do anything wrong. Yeah. We also have the Queen of Cups here. Did a group of people try to go after an Earth Angel? This is my Earth Angel card right here. Oh my gosh, someone definitely needs to get some sleep. They've been overthinking. Well, anyways, at the end of the day, a lot of you Earth Angels out there, if you're loving and kind, my Queen of Cups, you get to call judgment. You could be calling judgment on a fire sign, earth sign, or an air sign. But God is allowing you to call judgment. Why? Because God loves you and trusts you that much. feel like this King of Swords has some truth to say to this King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles is going to be like, you know what? This King of Pentacles might be like, you know what? I need to travel. During his travel, he starts awakening up to like, oh my God, what did I do? In the meantime, these girls over here. But at the end of the day, if anybody messed with this person, she gets to call judgment on any of you, even if you are another female. You don't have to be. But she gets to call judgment. Why? Because she's looking for her emperor. She's going to choose her emperor. Could be played that way, or it could be because God wants her to call judgment because she's going to do the right thing. At the end of the day, she gets to call judgment. I will say this, she is going to leave a lot of people behind. Why? Because she's choosing an emperor, someone who does the right thing. And he knows it. He knows who took advantage of her. He knows who stole from her. He also knows who took advantage of like, let's say, kids. Maybe he comes in with an apology. Maybe he helps her. Yes, he is aware that maybe if you are an earth angel with a child, someone is coming in to help you, and he is going to be an emperor. And because of that, that's going to send someone to jail. And it's also going to put a lot of people in a mental prison. I also feel like this Earth Angel also blocked a lot of people out of her energy, and it's putting them in a mental prison kind of state. Like, now they don't have access to her. What is she doing? Oh, dear Lord. At the end of the day, it was all destined and fated to happen. So, destiny wins. Some of you are going to be meeting or having a one-on-one conversation. This is a Two of Cups, a face-to-face talk with your soul tie, divine partner. Could be twin flame. A lot of you females out there, if you are I almost said Gemini. If you are a Queen of Swords, if you do have, let's say you do meet your soul tie or your divine union or divine counterpart or twin flame type of situation, you do need to be truthful and honest about something. But you're in a soul contract. You also have two choices. Maybe you're married, you're going to have two choices. Third party situations are over. Maybe because you were truthful and honest, you're not celebrating anything at this time. Kind of feel like because you were truthful and honest, you broke up a party. Maybe you haven't been celebrating yourself. You're not struggling. You don't need to look deeper. You do carry the sword of truth. You already have truth and clarity. But someone does want to come in and breadcrumb you again. This is the Knight of Cups. They're going to offer you a little cup of love. I would definitely cut that right out. I do have God is bringing justice into the situation for a lot of us, for many of us, especially if you are an Empress. If you are an Empress, let's say you're a mom, you have children, you're going to be very, very happy about something. God is bringing justice for you. And when this happens, you're going to be able to rest. Get some sleep. That's why I keep yawning. Get some sleep. Get some rest. Oh my God, you're not going to hit rock bottom. Maybe I need to get some rest. Whew. You're going to have a change in priority. The universe said yes. It's something you manifested. You are being guided. And yes, maybe you're being guided to someone who truly loves you. This is a King of Cups. Could be a water sign, doesn't have to be. But this person is, but I will say this, an Empress and a King of Cups, that's not a power match. Usually an Empress and an Emperor usually get together. But you are being guided to a King of Cups. This person does love you. He is emotionally stable. He doesn't, oh, okay. He doesn't want to sever ties, so he's coming in with some truth. But I do see him releasing himself from you. He just wants forgiveness. So you just need to forgive him for a wrongdoing. I feel like you already have, but it's like his soul needs to hear it. It's closure. He will put in a lot of work and effort to get it. So you're just closing out a cycle with someone. And he needs it because he's got a lot of work to do on his next journey, let's say. I feel like as a lot of these females are getting their wish fulfillment, someone in the background is losing control of themselves and their situation. The Knight of Wands in reverse. Why? Because this person thought he was in power and control. He might offer you something, but there's something he doesn't know. This person might try to offer you money or some sort of control, but what he doesn't know is you're already, by the time this person offers it, that's karma. Damn. By the time this person grows up and actually gives you a stable offer, you're already at your 10 of Pentacles, which means you already found someone. This person doesn't know it yet. And then you complete a cycle. Ooh. Also, what you don't know is you were actually someone's wish fulfillment. But because this person took too long, he got replaced. You're completed a cycle. And now this person's going to be left with the spirit of envy, jealousy, losing control of himself in the situation. Might even get obsessed. Whew. That's heavy. All right. That's kind of crazy. Well, with all these retrogrades and stuff going on, and these moons, let's get a declarative card. Let's get something out. Let's get rid of something today. Ooh, that's a good one. All unforgiveness of myself and others is now cleared from my energy in spirit and flesh. All unforgiveness of myself and others is now cleared from my energy in spirit and flesh. Let's get one more card to end this beautiful reading, and we can all go on our merry ways. One more card, and we'll call it a night. One more card. What do we need to know to end out this reading? Ooh, prosperity. Someone might want to commit with you. This is a silver ring. This card carries a profound spiritual meaning that transcends its physical appearance. Rings have been used to symbolize various aspects of life, such as love, commitment, power, protection, spiritual growth, self-improvement, and prosperity. So prosperity is coming, commitment. This card tells you that prosperity is coming to you in the form of abundance, good luck, and financial success, and that your prosperity is protected as a reward for all the hard work you have been putting in. Many rings carry signs of leadership and hold a spiritual significance. Each one tells a unique story and carries its own set of spiritual implications. In its circular shape of the ring represents the eternal circle of life. I just lost my spot. The silver ring has a healing energy vibration to promote good health, positive energy, and to ward off any negative influences that may try to block the prosperity that is coming to you. Silver is also known for its purity, moon energy, protection, communication, courage, and strength. You may find that by whatever prosperity or financial blessing or success you gain, it is best to keep it to yourself at this time. Remember, when you level up, different levels have different doubles. Move in silence at this time. Woo! Alrighty, you heard it. Move in silence. That is all I have for you this week. You guys take care of yourselves. Drink plenty of water. Try to fast if you guys can. I know there's been a lot of hearsay about large corporations and or companies or something about bunkers taking in large quantities of water. I know from what I've read and what I've been looking up into, there is a food shortage that is coming to us come September, and it's also hitting our water. So definitely try to fast if you can to remove metals and parasites, even though we have parasites going around in our foods. A lot of higher ups are actually going to have been taking our waters, our fresh waters, by it's enormous amount. So just keep your eyes open, fast, pray, repent, forgive, love, and take care of yourselves this week. And until we meet again, I want to thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe. And until we meet again, namaste.